I mean, I feel really comfortable out here. I mean, I think it's my third fall camp, so I think just my overall understanding of the scheme we're doing and where my guys are supposed to be, I think it's been pretty good this camp so far, and I'm just working to build the days.
And with that continuity also comes a lot of time with this line. What do you think they brought today in terms of physicality?
Oh yeah, man. Well, we got our short yardage day in today, and I know them boys were loving that. So they got to hit a little bit, and yeah, I mean that's kind of our Oregon State traditional football. We like to get that short yardage and pound it down the middle. So those boys were ready to go today. They were flying around. The defense though, they impressed too, man. They were making a lot of plays all over the field. Catan was breaking some balls up, making some great plays. So I mean, it's just great work on both sides of the ball today.
How do you like the fact there's high expectations for this team this year?
I mean, I think we all kind of we like it, but we still got that chip on our shoulder, and we still we got a lot to prove. After last year, we had a lot of games that that we wish we could have came out on the other side of. So I think this year it's just kind of finishing the job and getting the job done week in and week out, and keeping that same mindset, not letting the highs get too high and the lows get too lows.
Would you say the QB room's pretty deep this year?
Oh yeah, I think this is the deepest maybe we've ever been around here. I think we got a bunch of guys that can run this offense very well. The competition's been great. I mean, Ben and Tristan are making great throws. The young guys, Dom and Travis, are stepping up good. So, it's been really good. And our group has always been super just tight and constant together and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, nothing there for you.
Talk about the running back room and how much that. I mean, it's pretty deep this year.
Yeah, it's. I mean, shoot, y'all saw Damien today bust a big run down the sideline. I mean, for a freshman to do that, he's a stud. And we got Deshaun coming back. That's a great player. He's looking really good this camp. Trey Lowe. I mean, we got Jam coming into the mix too. So I mean, we got a bunch of guys that can run it. We got Newell. So I mean, the backfield. That's something we're really excited about here. We've always been excited. Coach Stewart does a great job with those guys, getting them on the same page. And I think their overall understanding of our offense is grown a lot. I think.
On the other side of the backfield, how much better is that defensive backfield that you're going against every day?
Man, they've been making plays all over the field this year. I mean, it seems like they got a little faster. They seem like they're kind of knowing the veteran guys are kind of playing some different looks and passing some stuff off, making some good reads and playing football out there. It's been really tough to go against them, man. I think they're giving us a great look, and I think they're one of the better defensive secondary in the conference for sure.
You get to sometimes work with number 12. They'll pop into that offensive backfield or whatever. Well, what about that factor again this year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, that's something that we have, in our back pocket always. That Swiss Army knife Jack. So, I mean, having him is it takes a lot off of me. I mean, in the short yardage situation, you get Jack in there, you come and run it in. But I think it also, puts a lot of doubt in defensive coordinator's mind when he gets in there, and we can kind of do some different stuff with him back there. He can, he can run routes, he can catch, he can throw it. I mean, shoot, he can do everything. So, yeah, I think that puts a lot of doubt in the defensive coordinator's mind. So, just having him in our packages, spreading him out wide, keeping him in the backfield, putting him at quarterback, it does so much for our offense.
Silas has been making plays every single day. How much has the trust throwing him the ball kind of grown from this year compared to last year?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's made great strides. I mean, Silas, ever since he got here, man, he's been making plays for us. But I think, he's really grown a lot over this last course of the spring and this fall. And, I mean, he's, one of the better guys out there making plays every single day. So, for me, he's grown into be one of the targets that we're looking for every day. When he gets a one-on-one matchup, he's a guy that we like to go to. And, I think we got a lot of guys in that wideout room, though, that, are really making plays for us. Trayshawn made a great play today in the back of the end zone on that fade ball. So it's been good, man. And that room is really, they're really tight, too. So I think they're getting it all on the same page, and Coach Fent is coaching them up really good. It's been good.
Do you feel like the chemistry with some new faces at wideout?
Yeah.
The chemistry improving in the second week of camp?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. And I think we had a really great summer this year, and I think we were really dialed into our landmarks and where we need to be on the field. And I think they really bought into that, and it's you can kind of see it. The timing of stuff is really kind of starting to get set in stone, and we're kind of hitting the right spots where we want to be at on the field, hitting the right landmarks. So, I think just that work in the summer, and then they just brought it. They've been bringing it into the camp. I think they've been making plays. One-on-one's been good. They've been getting open, winning their one-on-one matchups. So I think it's been awesome.
Seems like your consistency downfield has been getting. You guys have been working a lot. Are you feeling a little bit more comfortable with that?
Yeah, for sure. And that was one of our things of emphasis. From after last year, we thought we need to be better throwing the ball, pushing the ball downfield, and part of that, I mean, all of that's on me. I got to be more accurate, getting the ball to my guys. And I think we've had a couple more deep shots this camp than we've probably had in the past, and we've hit them. And so I think we just got to kind of keep pushing the ball downfield, because a lot of times those teams like to load up the box with our run game. So I think that's going to be something that's going to help us out a lot.
This is the first fall camp for Coach Bray as defensive coordinator. How's that chess match been so far through about a week and a half going up against him?
Yeah, man, he's a great coach. He gives us a bunch of looks, a bunch of new, yesterday there was a big third down day and he was giving us a bunch of exotic, double mug looks with the backers, popping them out and, kind of trying to play some games with us. But yeah, I mean, that's what we talk about in the film room. It's kind of a cat and mouse game, just like with our install and the defense's install. There's so much experience on both sides of the ball. When the ones are out there, it's kind of, big cat and mouse game. So I think, it's been great. Coach Bray's got those guys ready. Got those guys flying around. The D line looks great. We're getting a lot of pressure, a lot of in the backfield most of the time. So it's been good.
It seemed like he almost tackled you today, but he was running behind you. Do you hear him back there?
Yeah, well, yeah. I turned around the naked and I saw Chat kind of flying around the edge, and I was just knowing dang, I got to go. He's coming, but then there was even a guy in front of me too, so they kind of sandwiched me together on that one. So. But yeah, man, they're playing fast. They're playing physical. It's been really good what we've seen out of the defense so far.
When the DBs do kind of get on a roll as they did at times today, how do you avoid getting discouraged? Is that when you fall back on your scheme, your reads? How do you kind of push through that when they're kind of on a run during those 7-on-7 drills or team periods?
Yeah, I think for us it's just taking what they give us, and they're gonna play softer zone, cover down there. We gotta just kind of find our check down, find our completions, and move the ball. And I think I think as an offense, you just kind of got to play as the next play. I mean, that's something we've been talking about in our team meetings, just, living in the moment and next play. You got to flush everything that happened the play before you throw an interception. No matter what happens, you got to go play the next play because you never know. You can get the ball back in 3 plays and be on the field. So, I mean, in our standpoint as an offense, we just got to keep pushing, keep going. We'll watch the film, digest everything, and then, come out tomorrow and try to be perfect.
Last year, you said the biggest difference between year 1 and year 2 was your IQ of the game. Going into year 3, I can only imagine that's grown even more. What have you done to kind of learn more about football and tried, to be successful on the field?
Yeah, well, I think just film study and overall just watching different guys do it the right way. And I think studying coverages and studying different shell defenses and what teams are trying to do to you. And I think studying techniques of different DBs and stuff like that in the film room has really helped me a lot. And then I think it's just experience on the field, getting those reps. I think now it's just all these reps are just stacking on top of each other and it just feels like, you get the same looks, you get different looks every day on this play. And so you feel really comfortable when you're out there because you know what your eyes are telling you and you know that what you're seeing is the truth and, you can kind of go out there and play more freely, in my opinion. So that, has been the biggest, I think for me, overall as a football player, that's been the biggest thing.
Is there a certain quarterback you've tried to maybe study to maybe emulate your game off of, or just someone who inspires you?
Not really anybody in particular. I think, just taking nits and bits from all the great quarterbacks out there, watching those guys do it at a high level, I think you can kind of use a lot of different things. Because some quarterbacks, they do stuff a little differently, and so you got to pick what works for you and works best for you. So I think that's kind of something that my coach has been really harping on me, just finding the things that work best for you and let you get the job done, because it's not going to be the same for every quarterback. And so I think, I just got to kind of play like myself and play to the best of what I can do.
You, Ben, and Tristan have been here for 3 years now together. How do you approach that relationship on the field where not only are you competing against one another, but obviously you guys are trying to spend a lot of time together?
Yeah, man, I can't even talk enough about just those guys, their personalities, how helpful they are, and just ever since it seemed like I got here, Tristan's just been helping me every single day, trying to let me learn the playbook, and now I think we're at a point where we can kind of work together with me, Tristan, and Ben, and kind of help the younger guys out, and so our room is just very knowledgeable. I think our coaches understand that, and it's been good. There's a lot of coaching going on by the players. And instead of just always the coaches coaching up the players, it's been really good in that aspect. So our group is just.
Is this the closest you've seen this team since you've been here?
Yes, for sure. I mean, we got a bunch of guys that are we just gel together. We talked about it the other day in the team meeting. We just feel like, as a whole, this is just kind of the tightest we've been, and we know that unity brings success. So we need to be more unity as a team. We need to talk around with the guys because there's 120 guys on the team. It's hard to always meet face to face, but it's just that little tidbits of saying hi, saying what's up, nice to meet you, hey, where are you from, dude? All those things, they go a long way in the grand scheme of things, for sure.